Hello, welcome to Pariksha, and today we will go through the important articles of Indian Constitution. Also, we will try to finish all the important article in this video within 10 minutes. तो आज के वीडियो में हम सारे important articles देखने वाले हैं और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि 10 मिनट में ही सारे articles finish कर दें. So let's start with the video. So at the first, let's talk about Article 1. So Article 1 talks about state and union territories. Yeah, like states and then UTs, how they will be formed and all. Article 3 talks about formation of new states, alteration of areas of boundary or names of existing states. Article 5 to Article 11. These articles talk about citizenship, OCI, NRI, all the conditions and all. Now, if let's come to fundamental rights article. So, for the FR articles, we can divide them in 6 categories. From article 14 से 18, like if we go through that, so 14 से जो 18 है वो इक्वालिटी पे डील करता है एंड देन 19 to 22 it deals with the right related to freedom. Similarly 23 से 24 it deals with against exploitation and from 25 to 28 it talks about religious freedom or religion and 29 to 30 it talks about educational and cultural rights and article 32 it is an important article. It talks about constitutional remedies. I hope you are sitting up with a pen and writing what I am saying, because many things in this video I will like say verbally, not included in the PDF. So you must be like sitting with a pen and paper to write. So same is written here. Article 14 deals with the equality before law. Article 16 talks about equality of opportunity in matter of public employment. And Article 17 talks about abolition of untouchability. Article 19 and 19A deals with the protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech and etc. Article 21 talks about protection of life and personal liberty. And Article 21A, this is the right to education. And like it has been asked many times. So remember this article. So right to elementary education or right to education, it comes under Article 21A. Now right against exploitation, Article 24. And in Article 25 we talk about freedom of conscience and free profession and practice and propagation of religion. That's why no government or no one can ask anyone to not to profess their religion until and unless they are influencing others. You can profess, are independent to profess your religion anywhere in the Indian subcontinent. Now Article 32, it deals with the remedies for enforcement of fundamental rights including writs. It is also important. And Article 37, it talks about DPSPs. It says if DPSP violated, one cannot go to the court. So if DPSP violated, you cannot go to Supreme Court or any other court. Now Article 38 talks about like state to secure a social order for promotion of welfare of all the people. Like you cannot just give to a particular section of society. If you are ruling a state, then you have to talk about the welfare of all the people. And this article also there is Article 38. This Article 38 has been added in with 44 Amendment Act 1978. So this thing to be remember, I am writing this. uh, this comes under 44 Amendment Act 1978. Don't worry, I will share the PDF, but I will ask you to write the things that I am writing here, because these are not will be mentioned in the PDF. These will not be available in the PDF. Now, Article 39A, it talks about free legal aid. Article 39, it talks about six directive principles. So, these six directive principles I have written here, like to ensure all citizens have the right to an adequate means of livelihood, organize the ownership and control of material resource in a way that serves a common good. Like materialistic are not should not be like too, like if you are selling something, it shouldn't be too expensive, like only a section of society is able to buy it. Like try to make things available for each section of society. That's why we talk about food security. Now, avoid the concentration of wealth in few hands. We should also ensure that wealth is not going into a few hands only on particular section. Pay men and women equal pay for equal effort. And last one is to safeguard the strength and health of workers. Now, Article 40 talks about establishment of a rural local government, Gram Panchayats, that is. Article 44 talks about uniform civil code. So remember this article as well, because in the last some days we have talked too much talk about this article. So this article to remember as well. Now if we see, so Article 47 talks about public health and nutrition. And Article 50 talks about the steps to separate judiciary, like separate judiciary from executive. These should not be interrelated and these are should be independent. So only then judiciary will be able to work unbiasedly. And Article 51 talks about uh, promotion of international peace and security, as well as internal peace as well. So internal peace as well. Article 51 talks about fundamental duties that has been taken through uh, Russia's constitution, and we are like follow 11 fundamental duties are present here. It is added through 42nd Amendment Act 1976 and headed by Sardar Swan Singh Committee. So I am writing the committee name here. It was Sardar Swan Singh Committee. Yes, 1976. Remember this. It can be asked. Article 52 talks about there shall be a president of India. Article 53 talks about executive power of union. Article 54 talks about the election of, like, president will be elected through an electoral college which consists of the elected member of both houses of the parliament and the elected members of legislative assembly. Also remember this thing, like along with the all the state assemblies, there will be also a elected member from the assemblies of Delhi and Pondicherry. So only these two like union territories are included as of now. Article 55 talks about the method of election of president. Article 56 talks about the terms of president. Article 60 talks about the oath that will be given to the president, and Chief Justice of India gives the oath. Article 61, it talks about impeachment of president. Till now, no president of India has been impeached. Article 63, vice president, like it talks like there should be a vice president. Article 64 gives the right to vice president that, and also state that VP will also be the Rajya Sabha speaker. So it is written in Article 64. Or please join our Telegram channel for like the PDF like this and the daily questionnaire updates and other things. And it will be, we are improving day by day, and you will soon be getting the very great quality of content. Article 76, 71, sorry. Article 71, it talks about SC will look into SC if any issue related to election of president or vice president arises, Supreme Court will look into the matter. Article 72, it talks about the power of president to grant pardons. Remember one thing, president can pardon the death sentences, but governor cannot. Article 76 talks about like there will be attorney general. Current and also current Attorney General is R. Venkataraman. Article 108 talks about joint sitting of Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha. LS plus RS. Article 110 talks about money bill, and in case of money bill only Lok Sabha is powerful, like they have they have the power to pass the money. Present the money bill. Article 112 talks about the budget, annual financial, that is annual financial statement. Article 123, it talks about power of president to promulgate ordinances during recess of parliament. So when parliament is not in session, like after before monsoon session, when parliament goes to like for off, then in the those like in that time president has the power to pass the ordinances, and when Lok Sabha will come into power, they will review the order and then they will pass it formally. Article 124, justice and working and appointment of SC, it talks about working and appointment of SC judges. Article 129 says the Supreme Court to be court of record. Article 143, power of president to consult Supreme Court, and if president ask the Supreme Court to like give them advice, the Supreme Court like is not like formally by like they don't have to, they are not in terms of कि उन्हें दबाव नहीं रहता कि वो देंगे ही, but in the respect they give the advices to president whenever it is asked. They are not binded by a law to give the advice, but they give. Like in India, we follow the tradition until now. Never it has been happened like president has asked for advice to SC and SC has denied to give any advice. Article 148 talks about CAG, and current CAG is GC Murmu. He is also the no, he is not he is also the CAG or auditor of International Labour Organization. Article 153 talks about there shall be a governor. Article 155 talks about appointment of governor. Article 161 talks about power of governor to grant pardon. But remember here, governor cannot like pardon the death sentences. Article 165 talks about the advocate general. Just like attorney general, advocate general is the highest officer of law in state. They can also be termed as state attorney. Article 213 talks about the power of governor to promulgate ordinances. Just like when Lok Sabha is not in session and president passes the resolution. Similarly, when legislative assemblies are not in session, then governor can pass a ordinance. Article 214 talks about working and appointment of High Court judges. Article 215, HC is court of record. So if you go through these things, you don't have to like remember everything. You will see that just like union works, then after like from one article 160, article 160, yes, 161, 155, sorry, one, from here functioning of state starts, and till 243 we like learned about the states. Article 215 talks about HC is a court of record, and Article 226 it says like writ petition is a power of High Court. High Court has a power to issue writ petitions, and Article 239 is like President of India administers every union territory, and he may appoint any administrator and specifies their title. Article 243 From clause I to clause O, we talk about Panchayati Raj. Article 246A, we talk about GST. Article 266 talks about Consolidated Fund of India, from where we manage the salaries and other alignments of Supreme Court judges, High Court judges, and other officers. Article 267 talks about the GS contingency fund, of which President has the power and used in case of disaster. Article 263 is Interstate Council. Article 280 is Finance Commission. Article 300 talks about suits and proceedings. Article 300A is like it was earlier a fundamental right, but through 44 Amendment Act, it made a legal right, and it talks about person should not be deprived of property saved by authority of law. So it is some kind of right to property. Article 312 talks about All India Services, and Article 315 talks about prestigious UPSC. Article 324 talks about the Election Commission of India and its power. Article 338 is the National Commission for Scheduled Caste, and Article 338A is National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. Article 343 tells that Rajya Bhasha is Hindi. In Article 343, it is mentioned that Hindi is a Rajya Bhasha. And Article 352 is proclamation of national emergency. It is an important article from 352, and you can like remember it like this: 354 2 plus 4 is 356, and plus 4 is 360. So these three talks about the emergencies. Article 356 talks about provision in case of failure of constitutional machinery in a state, President's rule. And Article 360 provision as to for financial emergency. Till now, we never experienced the financial emergency. We were lucky enough. And Article 368 talks about power of Parliament to amend the Constitution and procedure therefore. And by this power, Parliament has amended the Constitution and removed this Article 370, which was temporarily provision with respect to state of J&K. So these were the all the article that has been served up in a video of 17 minutes. I hope you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you.